Well, Los Angeles is one of the largest metropolitan cities in America, and you find everything here. As you're driving around LA County, Koreatown, Hollywood, you look out and you see that child who's wandering on the streets, and you're wondering, why is she out there? A lot of these young girls have succumbed to being exploited through sex trafficking. The myth is it happens over there, not in our backyard. It's happening to them, it's not happening here. But really, it's a problem that affects us domestically, and it's more pervasive than we realize.
Different forms of sex trafficking, work trafficking. It's one of the biggest problems that we face. It's not just in the dark corners, it's everywhere across the city.
These are densely populated areas, as well as in a couple-mile radius, there's several schools. And where there are schools, there are children. And where there are children, there's an opportunity to make a lot of money in the pimp's eyes. These girls have certain quotas that they have to fill, so they have to make a certain amount of money a day, and they stay out there day and night. So sometimes they're working 18, 19, 24 hours a day. Although the system has been put in place to really support and help end child abuse and neglect, there's not enough individuals or organizations that are rallying behind the cause. The other thing, too, that makes it difficult is that the girls have this complex trauma. They want to trust their pimp because the pimp has already told her that no one else in their life is going to be there for her like he is. The pimp even will say at 2 o'clock in the morning when you're getting released from juvenile hall, you're going to call your social worker. Is she going to answer or he's going to answer? The answer is no. Is the probation officer going to answer? The answer is no. Is your judge going to answer? It's no. But I'll answer. I'll come get you. What could we do to combat this problem? What's the best way to approach and intervene and work with these young ladies? Part of my work at UCLA is to really be able to connect and leverage different agencies so that we can be more in alignment and collaborate. To try to educate and help individuals to become aware of sexual exploitation and what does that look like.
Being in the system for so long, they've been so suppressed by people in their trauma and in their exploitation that they've really not been allowed to express themselves.
And so you have the opportunity to model how to handle your anger and rage. Now they're able to advocate. Now they're able to problem solve. That all started from you facilitating that process. UCLA has partnered with several agencies, and what we've done is we've created a task force. When LAPD identifies a young girl that could possibly be sexually exploited, then right away they have access to case managers, DCFS, and some of the other agencies that could support them.
Just one agency by itself isn't going to combat human trafficking. This is why we need to build these huge partnerships and have these relationships.
Systems in and of itself cannot support the magnitude of the problem, but community members, community people. If you see that young lady on the street, don't just turn around, look and identify and get on the phone and call. As you're doing this great work and this amazing work, one of the fundamental beliefs you have to have about all people is that they have internally what they need to do to navigate life. And if you start from there and you're not judging, then you are helping to empower them to get them through their day-to-day. There's a lot of trauma, there's a lot of violence, and there's a lot of unrest within an individual. And if there's peace, then we can start the process of healing. In working for UCLA, I hope to end sexual exploitation through education, through collaborating with many different community members. And I hope that I'm able to really help support these girls. Let there be a safer Los Angeles.